You can replace that lost employee, that lost part, so to speak, with another one that fits their position perfectly. Just like that, your automotive, manufacturing, financial, or healthcare business is off and running again, like nothing ever happened. Now, people aren't parts. Obviously, the company's not suggesting you treat them that way. Far from it. But if you had a resource that allowed you to find and hire the exact type of highly skilled, already trained, and ready to go employee you needed, with the attitude and aptitude to work perfectly with your established staff, you can lower your costs significantly. How? Simple. Hiring and training new employees is expensive. Losing a trained employee because they didn't have what you needed or didn't fit in the group is also expensive. If you could always find the right people, you can lower costs significantly, get higher productivity from your entire staff, and grow your business using the best, most reliable, most highly skilled people. That, in a perfect nutshell, is exactly what SEEC Recruiting, LLC, can do for your business. That's because SEEC Recruiting is talented professionals and careers connected. When you need skilled experts, SEEC Recruiting, LLC, has them ready to go. Call 888-991-5833 to contact one of their highly skilled reps today. That number is 888-991-5833. SEEC Recruiting, LLC, talented professionals and careers connected. What is ID Life? Well, over the last 18 years, a group of scientists and doctors have been working on the development of a one-of-a-kind nutritional supplement program that takes all the guesswork out of what you need and delivers your truly personalized pharmaceutical-grade nutrition with your name on it directly to your door. Through the integration of thousands of medical and scientific studies, answers you provide to the free assessment, and more than 5,470 algorithms that process the data, ID Nutrition recommends what you need, leaves out what you don't, and blocks things known to the system to have possible adverse effects based on the answers you provide. The result is a program that is revolutionizing the health and wellness industry. Welcome to ID Life. For more information, just go to thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. That's thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BV Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bvmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bvmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Footballsportsapp.com. What is it? It's the first live action mobile sports app played in real time and a cool way to immerse yourself in the game. Make coaching calls just like the pros. Check out the video. Download for free this fall and register now again at footballsportsapp.com. Want to be part of this new exciting technology and make money? Fill out the short form at the bottom of the website and mention TDSS. Again, footballsportsapp.com. Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Man Talk Monday. The Doug Stewart Show is brought to you by footballsportsapp.com, the first live-action mobile sports app played in real time and a cool way to get in the game. Make coaching calls just like the pros. Check out the video. Download for free this fall and register now again at footballsportsapp.com. Want to be part of this new exciting technology and make money? Fill out the short form at the bottom of the website and mention TDSS. Once again, that's footballsportsapp.com and United Games. That's right. All right, 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. And obviously, man, everybody in sports and beyond really have been talking about this Colin Kaepernick story, the trending topic big time. where he refused to stand for the national anthem at the beginning of a preseason game this past weekend. And that was followed by a statement from the 49ers QB, and I quote, just to give you some perspective and some background on it, if you haven't been paying attention to the fullest. Here's a quote from Colin Kaepernick in talking about not standing for the flag. "I am not going to stand up to show pride in a flag for a country that oppresses black people and people of color. To me, this is bigger than football, and it would be selfish on my part to look the other way. There are bodies in the streets and people getting paid leave and getting away with murder." End quote. All right, so instantly we heard talk of him being unpatriotic, ungrateful, this, that, and the other. Then all of the questions, well, why is he doing this now? He stood for the national anthem and the Star-Spangled Banner or whatever, with his hand over his heart before. Is he doing this just to get out of his contract with the 49ers? I say all of that's lies. Those are lies, false narratives thrown around by detractors, people on the opposite end of the spectrum of the argument against Colin Kaepernick and the stance that he took this past weekend. Why now, you say? Why the change of heart? I'll tell you why. Maybe dude is fed up, And I'm not going to get upset. I told myself that I'm not going to get upset. I'm going to talk about this, calmly. I mean, maybe dude is fed up, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Think about it now. When dude was in middle school, high school, or even in the early part of his career in the NFL, not only did he not probably have an understanding of how the world works, but I'm sure, I'm sure every other week there wasn't a video coming out of Mike Brown, a Alton Sterling, a Philando Castile, an Eric Garner, an Anthony Hill, or a Freddie Gray, being murdered in cold blood. I don't know. The first time I watched the videos of these particular men's horrific deaths, and if I were at a sporting event that day, I may have been compelled not to stand for the anthem either. Truthfully. Let's be honest about this. I've never thought about not standing for the anthem. But again, on the day Walter Scott, and I always bring up Walter Scott, man, because Walter Scott to me, and I hate to try to compare, all these cold-blooded murders, but Walter Scott to me in Charleston, South Carolina, and maybe because it hits home, but that was just the worst. That was just the most unacceptable thing I've ever seen in my life. But, again, on that day when I saw that video of Walter Scott shot in the back and killed, you can understand one not being in such a patriotic mood. Maybe that's the point in which Colin Kaepernick is at right now. The way he felt 10 years ago has nothing to do with the way dude feels now, especially with the climate here in America. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Now, listen, I'm not freaking Steve Rogers. That's Captain America, if you didn't know. But I do understand that in this country, we are lucky to have a lot of the liberties and privileges most people around the rest of the world don't get to enjoy. I get that. I'm also usually proud to be an American, but every once in a while, more frequently since basically Trayvon Martin, that was kind of like the benchmark. Since Trayvon Martin, I and people that look like me seem to get punched in the gut ruthlessly by America with reality. Are all men created equal? Are all men treated equal? Clearly the answer to that question is no. That line itself from what is the Declaration of Independence, it's been proven over and over and over again to be a lie for black people in this country. Simply put. So does Colin Kaepernick have a defendable point? The answer is yes. Now, about that point, as a matter of fact, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, it's funny that after Kaepernick did this, how the narrative was changed. I always talk about that. Very quickly it was changed, almost magically, might I add. It was changed from being a simple, peaceful protest of injustices in America to it was an insult aimed towards the military. What? What? This was about the police killing unarmed black men in America. No more, no less. You really, seriously, you really think when he said bodies laying in the street and people getting paid leave and getting away with murder, you think he was talking about our military? Stop it. Just stop it. That's that old banana in the tailpipe. Like Black Lives Matter went from an attention-grabbing hashtag, bringing awareness to, obviously a grave problem over the last couple of years. It went from that to black people don't care about all people. That's bullshit and you know it. And excuse my French, but that's bullshit. I, for one, all right, if you listen to this show, have been screaming for athletes to use their platform to invoke change. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Now, dude needs to follow it up with some kind of action. Use this platform to start a discussion. If not, and he doesn't again follow with action, then it was pointless. But if he does spark some change in some type of way, it's worth all the money in the world. I posed this question on my social media Saturday after the story broke. How does the world pay homage and celebrate Muhammad Ali's life and stances against social injustices just a few months ago? But now, Colin Kaepernick is the boogeyman himself. I mean, is this point saying America can stand only one socially conscious athlete, every 50 years or so? And that's it? Seems like that's the message being sent to me. Or maybe Ali was given a pass because he entertained us at the height of his career like no other. Or maybe his final years we felt a sense of pity for the champ as he was weltering away. It had to be something like that to explain this backlash that Colin Kaepernick is receiving right now. All I know is we want celebrities to make a stand. This young brother made a stand, and I feel like we should be there to support him. Simply put. I mean, all we're asking for as a people, man, is for the police to stop killing blacks in the street like dogs. Is that too much to ask for? That's all this is about, man. That's all this is about. This is about the desire. This is about the desire for the police, the people who are paid to protect and serve us, to stop killing us in the streets like animals. Hell, America made more of a fuss over that stinking ass gorilla being killed, by the way, in order to protect a little black kid, than another black kid's life who was snatched away, Tamir Rice. Bottom line is, if you're listening to this show, man, and you don't understand or you don't want to understand the issue, and all you want to do is deflect and redefine Black Lives Matter or claim Kaepernick is disrespecting the flag or the military or some dumb shit like that, then F you. F you. I'm tired of this, man. I see you, young man. Job well done. You're listening to The Doug Stewart Show. We'll be back in 3 minutes. You put some action on the football game and scored a big win, right? But now you got to wait weeks to collect your cash. Not cool. Nothing more frustrating. That's why thousands of online players are making the switch to MyBookie. MyBookie.lv is an industry-leading website. They offer real Vegas odds. I repeat, they offer real Vegas odds, not that play stuff. And they have incredible player props, live in-game action with odds, updated in real time, and as I told you, fast, no-hassle payouts when you win. Period. Here's what you need to do. Join now, and your first deposit will be matched dollar for dollar up to $1,000. You also get an extra 10% bonus when you sign up and deposit in the next 30 minutes. Use promo code PODCAST to activate that offer. Visit MyBookie today or call 844-900-BETS. That's 844-900-BETS. But don't forget, You have to use the promo code podcast.